I like that old rotten boat down there.
So here we are, we're in Workington, and we thought we'd check out the harbour because we've never been here before.
Yeah.
And we're
Where's
really
Workington?
hopeful. It's on the west coast of Cumbria.
Yeah, in the north of England.
Yeah, just before you get to Scotland.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're really excited. It's late
Yeah.
in the, well, it's early evening, late afternoon, because this is when the tides are right.
Yeah.
And so we don't really have a lot of time. So
It looks really good here, we just have to say it.
we've seen things already.
It looks really good already. There's so much glass and potteries, and we're very excited. So we'll see you on the first find, which is just down here. Look at this.
You've lost it. There,
There.
it's between you.
First find, and it looks very nice. It is a beautiful,
Wow, that's amazing.
and I don't think it's supposed to be green, it's just the algae from the river has kind of turned it that way.
But it's gorgeous.
It is beautiful. Look at that. It's like a little light bulb with the
It
sun.
is.
Yeah, with the sun
That's
in
what
it.
I thought it
Look.
was at first when you
It's a
said
little
look.
light bulb. And I saw
thought
something
it's a light
else. I
bulb.
saw something else. Where was it? The cod marble.
Yeah.
I pointed out. Where is it? Okay, there. There we go. Cod marble, which has also got the same tinge of green to it.
First
Not
two finds
bad.
in
And
the first 1 minute
you
of
can-
being here.
I don't know if you can see the glinting of glass and things around here. What's that thing there, that round thing? Oh, is that another weight? Don't say it's another weight we just found from the
Oh,
other
it's
day.
a
Oh, it's a
caster.
cast. I thought it was a weight, like a scale weight.
Victorian or Edwardian or
It looks,
Georgian.
it's looking good. Don't think there's any whole bottles here, but might find the tiny treasures.
Okay, so here's a bottleneck with the stopper still in. Has it got writing on it? Let's have a look. It does. I'm not sure what it says. Let's wait till we get home. All sorts of things going on in the water here. It's some sort of handle. There's little fish whizzing around. It's very slippy. What's that? Oh. Might be the back of a button.
Yeah, I just see it down there. Looks like a button. Oh, it is a button. Oh, it's bone. It's a bone button. How cute's that? I thought it was going to be metal at first.
Oh, I've just seen something. Can you see it? There.
Just spotted something else as well.
It's a button. It's a little like brass button.
Night stopper. Mum's also got a button over there.
Oh, what's this here? It's a bottle.
It's a rubber button. Mummy, it's a button.
It's a
Rubber.
It's a lovely amber coloured bottle. It does have a screw top. Old medicine bottle, I think. Don't think it's terribly old. Might leave it for future mudlarks. Okay, I just saw something down here, but the mud is clouding over it. Oh. That's some kind of stud. Not sure what it's made of.
It's very slippy, but in the water I see another button. Button number 2. This one looks like... oh, it's plastic. Either plastic or Bakelite. Something similar. Spotted something else as well.
It's a button.
It's a vulcanite stopper. Mum's also found a button over there. It's a little vulcanite stopper in it. Still in the glass. And it is from Workington. So, put that in my bag. Something else down here that looks suspiciously like a marble. I don't know if it's coloured. I don't know if it's coloured or it's just algae. It's not a cod marble. Might have some kind of pattern on there, but we're gonna have to wait until we get home and then give that a scrub. Okay, hiding between these rocks down here, I see something that looks suspiciously round and coin shaped. Let's have a look. Give it a bit of a wash. Oh, it's not a 1p. Can't quite see who it is though. It's definitely not a pence, a 1 pence. Clean that up later.
Spot the find. It's just got covered in cloudy water. It's down here. And it's another button. There seems to be so many buttons here. Not sure what it's made of. Possibly bone.
What is it?
I just spotted something, but as soon as I spot something, my footprints cover it up. Oh, there's a train. It's a piece of pipe. So there are pipes here. It's very slimy and black. Piece of clay pipe. Put it in the sun. There you go. So there are pipes to be found here.
Stopple bopper down here. Vulcanite stopple bopper, but it's just a wheel design, which I think is pretty common.
Just looking at the pattern on this brick. Don't think I've seen one like that before. It's really pretty. It's got things under it. Put it back. This looks like something with writing on it, but... oh. It is. What does that say? Can't read it. I'll take it.
see a bit of, oh, mug. And oh, stuck. Oh, vulcanite. Just a plain wheel design again, by the looks of it. Another button. Oh, train. I think it's just another plastic button. Oh, looks like a coin, but I think it might be 2p. Oh no, it's not 2p. It's a beautiful ship's halfpenny. You can see the ship on there. Not sure what kind of ship that is. Whose ship that is. Where's the date? Can't quite see the date. Hold on. Okay, I think it might be 1930.
Okay, I'm pretty sure this is off a car. Is it a Vauxhall? A Vauxhall emblem? I wonder if it's off a really old one. I think it's made of metal. There just seems to be nothing but buttons in this water. There's another one. I think it's plastic. Is that a bead? No, it's a stone. Is it a bead? Yes, it is. It's a bead. It might be plastic though. I think it might be plastic, but I'm not sure. It could be glass.
A few old shoes. There's one there, and then there's a smaller child one up there. But I've just spotted something here. Oh, where's it? Oh, here. This thing. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a horse's head. You see that? I'll put it in the sun. Look. It's a horsey's head. I'm not sure what it's made out of. I think it might be some kind of resin. Oh, well, that's unusual. Actually, there's two old shoes down here. Look closely at these shoes. There's one, an old leather boot, and then a bit of one here, and then a vulcanite stopper hiding that has nothing on it again. I think this is part of an old bed. Pretty sure I think that's what that is. There's so much stuff here. You guys can have a look while I'm walking. Tiles and bricks and bits of bottles, shoes. Oh, there's a fork. Pretty messed up fork. I'll take that just in case there's a mark on it somewhere. Yeah, wow. It's quite difficult to look in this low sun as well.
Look here, more buttons. Well, one of them's a button. The other one looks like some sort of eye. I can see another button over here, look. There. Buttons.
Don't know what this is. Oh! Look what I just spotted here! Is that what I think it is? It is! I'm just holding this horse head, right? Okay, I'm just holding this horse head, and then, look! I just found a tiny little horse head. Isn't that cute? How random! I was just holding one. But anyway, I just was going to film this button here. I don't know how many buttons I've got today. Quite a few, I think. Including a rubber one. How strange. A tiny horse head and a big horse head. So random. I think this also just behind me here. I'll wash it off in the water because I think it has critters on it. Yeah, that looks like a figure. Half of a figurine. Holding a cane by the looks of it. Okay, so I think I need to spend more time in one spot. As soon as I kneel down, all these things just sort of jump out at me. Oh look! Doesn't that look appetizing? There's a bottle sticking out of all this deep mud. Just saw this bottle. It's something that looks like some kind of sauce bottle. Maybe a Heinz. Doesn't have any Heinz branding on it though. But yes, in here. I might have to get my... Oh no, it's coming out. It's coming out. Oh, I don't think it has anything on it. But it is a little burst lip bottle. Oh. That's interesting. Maybe there's stuff in this mud. Oh, I think there is. I can see tile and pottery. Ooh. Oh, down here. What's that? A little stud. Ooh. This is fun. Oh, there's another button. There's another button. I can't turn the camera off. I just keep finding things. Oh, there's another button. What on earth? What on earth? Another 2 buttons. Bone. They look bone. And there's another... Oh, cabochon of some kind. Plastic, though. Oh, wow. Okay.
And guess what? Another button. Over here I've just spotted, can you see it in the water? A stopple bopper. Can I make out what that says? Oh, it's a Workington one. Workington Brewery, John Peel. That's a good one. Oh, what's this? It's another stopper. What does this one say? Oh, it's trying to get away. What does it say? Lucasade. It says Lucasade. Wow, I didn't know Lucasade was that old. It must be wartime. 1950s or something. Huh. Lucasade was a drink that was taken, it was recommended to be given to people when they were poorly. I think because it had sugar and salt in it. Sounds disgusting. I never really liked it, but you can still get it. People use it now as a sort of an energy drink, I think. That's interesting. Look, I just found a fork. I think it's quite an old one as well.
I found a fork too.
Alex said she just found a fork as well. Yay! Oh, look at this! What is it? It's a marble! Look at that beautiful yellow marble! Wow! Zoom in. Look at that! It's got a bit of green slime on it, but don't we all? Clean up nice.
Look at this.
What's Alex found? I'd have to zoom out a bit.
Can you see what it is?
What is it?
Can you not see?
Oh, it's a horse. It's a horse's head.
Yeah, but you know what else is really weird? Look at this.
What is it? A tiny horse's head. Oh my goodness, you found a big horse's head and a tiny horse's head. Oh, that's brilliant. I thought this was a rock, but it's actually a bottle. It's so stuck in there. Hang on. Might be able to get it out. Oh, wow. Look at the colour of that. Wow, that's... Look at the iridescence on the neck.
Why, thank you.
It's got writing on it as well. It says Wilson Workington. Wilson Workington. Oh, that's such a cute little bottle. I wonder how long that's been stuck down there, upside down. I'm going to wash it, put it in my bag.
Just found a marble like Mum's. And it looks green. Well, it's got green algae on it, but it looks green inside as well. I love marbles, aren't they beautiful? So I spotted a coin down here. And I knelt down and then spotted this over here. It's just a 2p for that coin. But, oh, look, it's a tiny little pot lid, like a doll's lid. A doll's teapot lid or something. And just a 2p.
Okay, so that was our little forage around in the stream running into the harbour at Workington.
Yeah.
I think we found some interesting things.
Yeah, for the short amount of time we've been here, I think we found some really good stuff.
Yeah.
And we look forward to coming back as well.
Yeah.
So we'll see you back home at the roundup.
Bye.
It's an old buckle. Next to this poor old dead boat. Such a beautiful evening. Look at this.
Here are all our things.
We got again a strange array of objects,
Which makes it so
and loads
interesting.
of buttons. Look how many buttons we got. We got a local bottle from the town of Workington, which is always cool, and random metal things, and one bead and some coins. But I don't know. We'll start with this thing, which is obviously part of a flagon, isn't it?
Something. It's the name part of a...
Now we think
flagon.
this word here is Whitehaven. Whitehavington. I'm putting Workington and Whitehaven together. But Whitehaven is pretty much the next town along from Workington. So that's Whitehaventon. Don't know what this name is here, but it says 2 gallons. So I think it was a 2-gallon flagon.
That says long, but
Long. Well, it
obviously
says
had
long.
something.
Yeah. A bit of a 20th century clay pipe. Yeah. that's that. And this, which you said it looked like a crayon, and it is a crayon. It's just a really messed up crayon. So yeah, there's a crayon. Coins. This coin that I thought might have been quite old is not that old. It's got Elizabeth on there.
It's a sixpence, but it won't be silver.
Silver. No, it's not silver. I think they stopped. I think it was the 1930s.
We'll put it on the screen.
1930s or 50s, where they stopped putting silver in the coins. But yeah, look, 1967.
And this one is a halfpenny.
Halfpenny, and we still didn't look up whose ship that was.
We'll put it on the screen.
And I thought this was 1930, but I think it might say 1950, but it's a bit corroded.
And we've cleaned them up before anyone goes on about not cleaning old coins because they lose their value. These are in very, very poor condition.
Yes, they're already
absolutely worthless. So.
And there's millions of these coins still knocking around. They're not very old and not valuable, so... And
then I found a bead.
Oh, and it is glass. So Mum thought it was... You thought it was plastic.
Yeah.
At first, but it is glass.
Because it's got this seam in the middle, like some plastic beads look like that.
Yeah. I think
it's a seam. It's just a raised bit.
It would have been... No, I think it's been made in a... It's been stamped out in a mould, and I think that's where that seam's come from. It says moulded bead.
But it's one for our bead string.
And we don't have an orange glass bead. If you can see, we've got a carnelian bead, but it's the first orange bead we've got for our bead string, so that's cool. Random metal things.
Forks. So
these two forks, I tried to look them up, and it was quite difficult. There was no information on the internet about it, but it says 11X NS. The NS stands for nickel silver. I found it on a forum. I think this is a standard utilitarian wartime issued flatware silver plated fork. And I think during the war it was the only kind of cutlery that was permitted to be manufactured during the war. So, and I think this is of a similar age as well. Yeah. Made in Sheffield in England. And it says GPNS, which doesn't make much sense. I expected it to say electroplated nickel silver. Sheffield, and then ENG, which would be in England.
And it has lethal.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to put this in your mouth.
Lethal spikes on there.
You would not want to put that in your mouth. Not.
And other metal things, some sort of tool, maybe a spanner, but I don't know. That's not really useful for a spanner, but that side is.
It might be some kind of key or something.
And this
is it of a hose, maybe?
Possibly.
A hose?
Some sort of fitting. This is out of a battery, apparently.
Yeah, this is out of it's a piece of lead. I think it's lead.
Looks more like zinc.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's out of a battery because we found them before. An old glass battery.
This looks a piece of harness, like a harness buckle.
Yeah. It's not terribly old. And this is... What is that? Some kind of eyelet, maybe?
Yeah, an eyelet.
Of course, the buttons that we have here. We've got two studs. There's two studs there.
All sorts of buttons going on here. Some of them are bone, some are mother of pearl, but most of them are plastic.
Well, we've got... Yeah, I think there's quite a lot of them. A few of them are glass, mother of pearl. I don't know what that is, bone, I think. 3 bone ones. There's another plastic one. This is Bakelite, and that's plastic as well. So yeah.
These are sort of plastic, aren't they?
I think that's glass again, and that is plastic. Yeah. So yeah, there we go.
This one here is quite interesting. At first I thought it was a red cross button, but the red cross buttons, the cross is indented and has lines on it. Now this more closely resembles a Swiss military button, which is quite strange.
Yeah, I think it's a bit confusing, because why would there be a Swiss button in a river on the northwest? Well, it was actually a mill race we were looking in that we later learned. But yeah, it's odd. Unless the Swiss military was stationed in Workington during the war.
Well, it is a port.
It
is a busy port, so we don't know.
So yeah, how interesting. And it's definitely resembles a Swiss cross more than anything else, isn't it? What have we got now?
We have these bits.
Oh,
Random.
yeah, figurine, man with a cane, a caster off, I don't know, could be off a number of things. I've got them on my bed upstairs.
It looks like a bed caster, 'cause it's
Yeah.
quite big. It looks like a massive bead though, doesn't it?
Just giant. We collect them and make a humongous necklace. This is a tiny little pot lid off a little jar or teapot. Ooh, needs a bit of clean. But yeah, child's tea set lid. Mystery.
I don't know what this is, but it had tar on it.
Do you think it's some kind of insulator?
Something to do with electricity,
Yeah.
I think.
And then this weird coincidence. Isn't it
Yeah.
funny?
It's so strange you found 2 horses' heads.
So I woke up this morning and I was like, you know the little tiny head I found? I'm pretty sure that is a weighed figure off a weighed figurine. Well, we'll put it on the screen, but I'll also put a picture of the full little horsey figurine. I was right, I looked it up and I found...
Wade Whimsies, I think they were called.
Yeah, I found an identical little figure to what this little horse head is. And then, no, I found this one first and then that one, but yeah, how strange to find 2 horses' heads.
Yeah, that's a strange looking horse as well.
Don't know what this is. I thought it was the reins, but it looks
sort
more
of
like
ended there, didn't it?
It's
it went
strange,
on to something.
yeah.
It reminds me of the strange Chinese style horse figurines, but then it could just be, I don't know. It could even be Staffordshire flatback or something.
I think it looks pretty cheap, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's been pressed into a mold by hand, and you can't see it very well here, but you can see fingerprints in there.
I think it's Victorian,
Can you
older
kinda-
than some of the other things we've found.
Can you see? No, you can't see, but you can see in there where they've
inside,
pressed in the clay, and there's fingerprints in there of whoever pushed that into the mold. What else have we got now? Oh, look.
I think this is the most vulcanite bottle stoppers we've ever found in one place.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot.
But there's 2 here. This one, I think
we've
this is
got-
more like plastic than.
We've got 3 with words on, and the rest are just your bog standard wheel design, dot design. You find
Well, that's got a name on as well.
Oh, that hasn't it? Okay, we've got
It's
4.
Workington.
We've got 4 with names on.
But the 2 that I found more out about is, first of all, is this Lucasade one. And Lucasade's still going today, of course. But I found something out about the history. And it was was first created by Newcastle pharmacist William Walker Hunter in 1927 and was acquired by the British pharmaceutical company Beecham's in 1938. And then the name was changed from Glucosade to Lucasade. And it was sort of promoted as an energy drink for sick people. And their slogan was Lucasade AIDS Recovery. And all it was a glucose and water solution with a slight orange flavour. I remember having it as a child when I was ill, and I didn't like it. And it was only sold in pharmacies right up until the mid-1990s. But later the company changed to plastic bottles and brought out a range of flavours before the sugar tax in the United Kingdom. And that's when it became promoted more as a sports drink. But before the sugar tax was brought in the United Kingdom, a 500ml bottle contained 15.5 cubes of sugar.
Oh, man.
So not exactly a healthy thing. That's 62 grams. Now it contains only 22.5 grams.
Well, still a lot, isn't it?
It is. And the rest is artificial sweeteners, which also aren't good. But yeah, I think it's owned by a Japanese company now.
And yeah, sadly not British anymore, like so many things nowadays.
Okay, and the other one I did a bit of research on is Workington Brewery. And surprisingly, it was founded in 1792 by John Christian Kirwan. And it commenced trading in 1795. And John Curwen was born in 1767, and he served as High Sheriff of Cumberland from 1784 to 1785, and he twice refused a peerage. He was elected as Member of Parliament for Carlisle in 1786 to 1790, and again in 1791 to 1812, 1816 to 1820. He was something of a radical, as having approved of the French Revolution, which was unusual for sort of aristocracy of the day, which he was. He first married Susanna Allen, and his second marriage was to his cousin Isabella Curwen, whose name he later adopted after inheriting Workington Hall from her family. Together they had 5 sons and 3 daughters. John died on the 11th of December 1828 in financial difficulties because of increased costs and reduced profits from his coal mines, and was buried in an unmarked grave in Workington. In 1839, the ownership of the brewery went to John Iredale, and then in 1891 it was registered to P&T Iredale. In 1973, it was acquired by the Mount Charlotte Investments Limited, and in 1975 was sold to Matthew Brown and Co. Limited. It was renamed Lakeland Lager Brewery and ceased trading in 1988. And some of the buildings are still standing.
How come it says John Peel?
John Peel was a famous hunter, fox hunter.
Oh.
And there was songs written about him. So this was probably a brand of their beer called John Peel or something like that.
Oh, okay. Okay, so second last find is this bottle that you found.
Yeah, it was sort of head down in the mud.
Yeah, I don't know how it got into that position. It says W1742, which isn't a date. It's probably a manufacturing number of some.
Yeah, the bottle maker.
Of some kind. But it says JD Wilson, Workington. It's not focusing.
But we couldn't find anything else about
this
person. So.
And the bottle, we looked at some clues on how old this bottle is, and it has a seam. Where's the seam there? Travels up here and stops there. So I think the top of the bottle, the lip, as this is called, it was probably applied later. The bottle was blown and the lip was applied, and then it was tooled. So it was put into something, or something was put on it, and it was tooled to make it all nice and even, like this. So it's definitely a later bottle.
You can see where it's been sticking out of the mud, like there. It must have been, this bit's shiny and that bit's matte.
Must have been like
that for a long time.
For quite a while, yeah. Look, you can see it on there. But yeah, I think it's probably 1920s, that kind of date.
Probably, by the looks of it.
By the clues on the bottle. And then our last find, this is a beautiful stopple bopper. It's all matte from it being tumbling around in that mill race.
And it has a bubble in the middle.
It's probably off a perfume bottle, I imagine.
Yeah, or a little
maybe a little vinegar bottle. It's nice. It looked like a light bulb when we held it in the sun. It's so cute.
I love things like that.
Yeah, we've got plenty of bottles to put them in. And then we've got marbles. I thought this was a cod marble at first.
But if you compare it to a cod marble,
an actual cod marble, we can see cod marbles were made in a mould. They've got a seam all the way around, and then where they were blown or poured into the mould, I'm not sure how they did it. It was ground down, so they've got these ground off marks there. But this marble doesn't have a seam or anything like that.
And it's bigger.
And it's bigger, yeah. So it's obviously not a cod marble. It must have been just a clear playing marble. And these two vintage cat eye marbles, as they're called. Yellow and green. And then this one, which I think is older, I think this is a Victorian marble. And I think this is an agate marble, or an imitation agate marble.
Yeah. It's nice. I
It's
like
lovely because it looks like agate, and I think that is, yeah, a marble style.
that. Yeah. It looks like marble as well.
It does. It's very pretty. I've not found a marble quite like that before. It's very battered up, so it's obviously, yeah, been in that.
Been rolling around in there for a long time.
So that's it. That's everything.
That's it.
We even remembered the coins this time. Fancy that. So it's just, all that's left is to say goodbye.
Yes, and we'd like to once again thank everyone for coming along to watch our video. Thank everyone for kindly leaving comments. We love reading them, even though we sometimes don't have time to get around to answering them all. And to our patrons also,
Yes.
a huge thank you.
Big thank you to them.
Because you help us to keep going.
So, yeah, on that note, we'll see you again next week, and goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.